What's going on, everybody? Mike here. If you'd like to join the ever-growing Fly Casual community, please take a moment right now to subscribe to our channel and share with a friend.
I'm going to butterfly effect you.
What are we doing tonight, Mike? What buttons am I supposed to be hitting over here?
Well, this is a regular app, so we're going to hit it, and we're going to dock-a-size
Hit it
tonight.
and stick it.
Oh, you mean to tell me that it is time for some...
Dockerita.
Dockerita.
There we
I'm
go.
pouring them.
I'm ready for a Dockerita.
I'm
Who's
pouring
going to pour
for
me?
frozen Dockeritas.
Pour me a Dockerita.
I got my cup of ice. I don't know where the Dockeritas are, though. Oh, well, I don't want to take your last little bit, man. There's no...
Put Daquila in there, in your Dockeritas.
Daquila.
Get it?
I'll go first. I'll go first.
Oh, I hope you don't take mine.
No,
Go ahead.
I'm still chewing
Don't
through.
take
No,
mine.
he's going to take all of mine.
Don't take mine.
My primary watching is still. I'm still burning through Family Ties, but
Of course.
I know
we want something
I know
new.
Overwatch has come up a couple times, but
Holy
Overwatch,
crap,
new.
Overwatch.
Has
Is
started
awesome.
their Winter Wonderland event this week,
Oh, great.
where you unlock all sorts of wintry goodies.
I
And
have a confession on yours.
I got a shirt.
on mine.
on your Dockerization.
Oh, what's your confession on my Docker?
I bought some boxes.
You bought some loot. I'm tempted because I haven't put money in that game in a long time. I feel like
Like real money?
yeah, he used real money to buy boxes.
That's why you got the Reaper Rat King skin.
No, I actually got that because I had the coin.
I hate you.
Oh, you bought it flat. You bought it straight up. You spent the $3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Free juice.
But yeah, they
Of
got all
gold
those cool
currency.
winter skins and stuff. So I went in and I'm gold poor because I spent all my gourd. I spent all my gold on the Halloween event. So what I did was I bought up all the more than 2 years or older Christmas skins at the $250 gold price point, and I am now broke. But it's okay because last night I opened up 2 skins, or I opened up 2 loot boxes. And the night before that, I opened up 11 loot boxes, and I only have like 100 more gold than I had before. I'm like, this sucks.
I don't know why you guys buy them straight out. You got to wait till the last day to make sure you're not going to get them, and then you buy them.
Well, actually, what I was hoping was
That's just dumb.
by buying all the 250 ones up, at least I'd have those, and then.
Those
If
are
I
the
get
ones
them,
you're most likely
if I
to
get them again, then at least I'll get a little bit of gold out of them too. You're right; it's probably best to just wait. But I don't want to wear my Christmas
Nope.
skins. It's
I know,
Christmas
I
time.
want to wear my Christmas skins while it's Christmas.
Yeah, geek.
Oh,
We're
that's
talking, Howie. We're
awesome.
talking to a guy who wears his Christmas Roadhog skin all year long. So
It's true.
Yeah.
It's the best. Yeah. I still
In
have
fact,
it
when
on,
they say
actually.
birthday suit,
So it
that's
works
his
out.
birthday suit.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Pretty
Broken
much.
clock is right twice a year.
There you go.
Something like that.
Sings. It's probably
Yeah.
accurate.
Christmas in
Twice a
July,
day.
Christmas in December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hang on.
That's mine. Who's next?
I'll go.
Mike goes.
Don't take mine.
All right.
Don't take mine, Mike.
I've been doing this thing on the CW
Oh, you just
that
took
they've been
mine.
doing. Sorry, man.
I'm kidding.
I'll tell you what.
I'm kidding.
Kidding.
Completely.
All right. All right.
I've also been doing this as well.
All right. So doing the
Oh.
Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Yes, of course we are.
I thought you were going to say, what is it? The Archie show.
Riverdale.
You're not doing Riverdale?
Archie show.
No, sorry. No, I
If
have
Riverdale was the Archie show, I'd probably be watching it.
not. Yeah. It seemed a little 90210 to me, so I never went that way.
90210 on like some weird
Steroids.
roofie meth weirdness. Combination of drugs.
Roofie's come up multiple times
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little
So-
bit of ecstasy thrown in, for
Mhm.
good measure.
Yeah, probably a lot, really.
Oh,
So
yeah.
for people who don't know what this is, CW has all the DC superhero shows, right? And it's a big crossover
Arrowverse.
event. Yeah, it's the Arrowverse.
More than the Arrowverse now.
Big crossover events, and it's what includes Batwoman, Supergirl, Arrow, Flash,
Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow. So
The best one of all of them.
So anyway,
Garrett's
the
nose
big
just
event
grew
started
an
this
inch.
week, and
Oh, that's the best
so
one. It's
they've done
great.
the first 3 already, and then after Christmas, after the New Year, actually,
Like a month. Like literally
Yeah,
a month
I
from
know.
now.
Then they'll finish it off.
They're
so.
doing the thing that I hate in the worst possible way. Which is like, I hate when shows just go, well, it's Christmas time, so we're going to take a month off and throw a bunch of trash at you and see if it sticks.
I know.
But they're
Well,
going,
when
all
you
right,
watch
we're doing our biggest crossover event ever and splitting it right
Of
in
all
the middle.
time.
They're just giving you time to watch the Christmas Story over and over again on TNT.
There you go.
Or is it TBS?
And also
okay.
referencing the fact that
Both.
it's a crossover in every episode of every show.
Yes, right.
Like just
Every
right
show.
out.
Boom,
like,
boom, boom.
Oh, are the Rush Legends going to be there? No, we told them they didn't have to do any more crossovers.
That's the way that show is. It breaks the fourth wall all the time. That's why
Yeah,
it's
it
the
really
best one.
does. Yeah.
It has
So
Constantine.
anyway,
Yeah, I haven't been watching it since
so
that.
far, I've kind of have mixed feelings about the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's okay. So my only
That was
real
terrible.
exposure to all of these shows is I watched like season 1 of Supergirl.
Yep,
That's
mistake.
it. And
Oh,
Mistake,
man.
because
Yeah.
that's the one that's changed the
the
most.
most, yeah, right, yeah.
No,
So
that
I
was
know
pretty
nothing
bad.
about any of the other ones. So that's what it's been difficult picking it up because I don't know any of the references. I don't know half the characters.
Too many capes. That's what I get.
Yeah.
There's so many,
No,
so many
Mike,
tertiary heroes.
Mike, you gotta watch Legends of Tomorrow. There's an episode where they went back in time and met George Lucas.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's SoCal.
And they,
Yeah.
and they accidentally they go back in time and fix things that happen in time. They kind of like Quantum Leap
Yeah.
a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And there something happened where George Lucas didn't make Star Wars. So they had to go back in
Had to
time and
fix
fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's two big
That's good
nerds
stuff.
on the ship, and they started changing because George Lucas didn't
Yeah.
make the films, and they became like
One of them was
Just
Indiana
like
Jones.
normal.
Yeah.
well, one of them was basically like an archaeologist,
Yeah.
and the other one was like a scientist who loves Star Wars.
Mm.
Good stuff.
It's pretty
yeah.
great.
Yeah. That sounds cool. I might give that
Also,
one a
Brandon
try.
Routh is on it. Routh.
Yeah.
Ralph.
He's the
That's
best.
the Brandon Routh show.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So when speaking of him, he's pretty much the reason I watched because
Yeah, me too.
There was
Plus others.
the big announcement a few months ago that he was going to be reprising the role of Clark Kent, Superman, wearing the Kingdom Come tights, and so episode 1 was kind of the setup of everything.
Yeah. I gotta say, but real quick on the Kingdom Come note.
Yep.
You know, because Brandon Routh doesn't show up until like 1.5 episodes into this whole thing. He was
Right.
showed up on the Batwoman
Right.
episode, and the Supergirl started off. I was like, "Yay, we're gonna get some Kingdom Come characters," but that's not it at all.
No.
We got Kingdom Come costume
Yes.
for basically Clark Kent after Lois had been killed and
Yes.
stuff like that. Which okay,
Yeah, actually, I can kind of say. I mean, if we're doing Infinite Earths, right? I mean,
Right.
you can assume
But
that there's an
then-
Earth with.
But then we get Kingdom Come Bruce Wayne, except it's not because he straight up murdered Superman.
right.
And he hates everything. But he's
Among
wearing
others.
the exosuit
Yes,
that
right.
Bruce Wayne wore in Kingdom Come.
Right.
So I was kind of like, and of course it's Kevin Conroy. I was already really excited. The best part before you even see him and you hear his voice from upstairs, you're
Yep.
like, whoa,
Yep.
that's
Batman!
that's freaking Batman Beyond's voice coming, or
Yep.
Batman
I am
Beyond Bruce
the
Wayne.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's all just hateful and awful and evil.
Yeah. That was something
I'm
else.
like, all right, Bruce was a tough pill to swallow for the first half of Kingdom Come, but come on, let Kevin Conroy be good, Batman.
So really, the first episode was the setup. Second episode, which is the one I was most interested in. So we had the Batman and we had the Supermans, and cool part.
No, the best part, the thing you really turned in for was the very first scene of the Supergirl episode, which was, it said like Gotham on
Yeah,
Earth,
that was
whatever.
great.
And it pans down and you see the real gothic Gotham in the
Yes,
background.
right.
And there's Knox
yeah,
from the
sitting there with
89 movie looking at the newspaper.
Yeah, the newspaper. And he goes, "I hope you're watching, big guy."
Yeah, he looks up and the sky turns red, which is what's happening everywhere.
Right,
Sees the
right.
bat signal.
Yep,
Whoop,
yeah,
whoop.
that was
Playing
good
the
stuff.
Danny Elfman theme in the background.
Yes,
Great.
that's the cool thing about this DC. That's the thing too, man. A lot of cool theme songs that you know. So.
Oh, man.
They played a little bit of the John Williams. Well, they played the one where Lois and Superman
Yep.
are flying in
Yeah.
the first
Yep.
one.
They
That
sure
thing-
did.
Yep, that's
That one
the
was awesome. So, got a little bit. Burt Ward got a little bit of Robin
Yeah,
in
Burt
there.
Ward got in there in Robin colors.
Yeah, that's right.
He said, "Holy
his
something."
tracksuit.
Holy
Yeah.
flaming red sky or something. I don't remember what the hell it was.
All right, so there's a couple of so of course the big one was
But he still sounds exactly the same.
He does,
He's still
yeah.
got that kind of like high pitched Casey Kasem voice that, of course, Casey Kasem was emulating his voice in the Super Friends show as Robin.
so yes, Brandon Routh to me was the highlight. So
Yeah.
I liked his. Now his, like you said, his Infinite Earth is basically he's the head of the Daily Planet now because
Yeah.
everybody he knows was killed.
Yeah, Perry White, like Lex Luthor gassed everybody at the planet.
Right.
So everybody there, Jimmy Olsen, everybody dead.
Dead,
So now
dead.
Clark Kent's the editor-in-chief.
Right.
Yeah, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. And so he's a little jaded, maybe.
And they
I guess,
totally
but-
show like the Daily Planet as seen in Superman Returns.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that's they're being as faithful as they can quote afford to be.
Sure.
Or literally afford to be.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, he was great. I thought, man, he does so good in that role, man.
He does. It's funny because I really like how they had so much to deal with when they bring him in with everybody else. Yeah, they bring Brandon Routh Superman. First off, they have to deal with the fact that he's also standing across from himself as Adam.
Yes, right.
Right?
Yeah.
And so they're dealing with, oh man, your doppelganger is a Kryptonian.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
That's crazy.
But
Yeah.
then they also had to deal with the fact that the Lois and Superman from
Superman
Supergirl walk
is looking
in.
at Superman.
Yes, Lois is looking at Brandon Routh, and she's like, man, he's ripped. Not like what did she call her husband? Superman is like, what she call him, like a toilet paper tube man or something like that, because he's so skinny. But Routh just looks ripped in that big
Actually,
padded suit.
that's one of the things I like the whole time is because whenever she's in the same that Lois Lane, a version of Lois Lane is in the room with Brandon Routh's Superman.
She's totally
kinda
lusting
staring-
after him.
She's totally staring at him hardcore, man. It's hilarious.
She has a child with this other Superman, but she's lusting on Brandon Routh Superman. She's never
It's
going to
so
look
great.
at Adam the same way again, provided they all
Wah,
survive.
wah. I think
So-
Brandon Routh looks better too.
Now the interesting
Pretty
man.
one was
My daughter
Brandon Routh.
disagrees. My daughter loves Supergirl Superman.
No.
You always love your first or second or third. I don't know.
the interesting appearance was well, first off, I didn't know John Cryer was Lex Luthor.
I
Yeah,
learned that
when
just
did that
before,
happen?
which of course, because in the Arrowverse, you always pick the person who is adjacent, and in Superman 4, he was Lex Luthor's nephew.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, all right. That makes sense. You're
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
You
That's
always
hilarious.
pick for
Oh, man.
Supergirl. You pick whoever
That's
was
good stuff.
It was the same way on Smallville. You know what I mean?
Yes. Speaking of Smallville, Tom Welling was the next one I wanted to bring up.
The
His-
most ripped of all. My
He
God,
was pretty
I
much-
have said it since after Superman Returns. We said, all right, we're going to reset the Superman clock. I said Tom Welling or GTFO. Now, I like current Superman
yeah,
bro,
Yeah.
Witcher guy. Why can't I remember his name
I
right
don't know.
now?
I don't know his name.
Anyway.
Oh, you're
Henry
talking about
Cavill.
Henry Cavill?
Yeah,
Oh,
Henry Cavill. I
thought
know
you
his
were
name
talking
all
about
the
the
time.
show. Yeah,
I
yeah.
like Henry Cavill a lot.
I do too.
I don't
do
like
too.
the movies he's been in as much, but I
Right.
like him a lot,
He's-
and I like him in the role.
He fits in the role.
But
Yep.
I always said Tom Welling is as close as you're going to get to an actual dude what's built like Superman. And I didn't even know how right I was.
Yeah.
He is a tower of power. The man is ripped to shreds.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
he's been chopping wood all
Yeah,
day.
he's been
man.
chopping wood this whole time without those Kryptonian
Actually,
powers to
it was
back him
funny
up.
because when they first showed Tom Welling, I actually flashed right to the Kingdom Come comic because when you first see Clark Kent
Yeah,
in the
he's got
Kingdom Come,
gray.
he's on the he's gray, but he's got the overalls
Yeah.
on and he's on the farm and he's chopping wood and crap.
Yeah,
Because he's
that's
giving
right.
it all up.
Yeah, he
And
gave up. Yeah,
That's actually what then they reveal because Lex is
Yes.
there. John Cryer Lex is there to destroy him because he's got the Book of Knowledge
right.
or something, whatever MacGuffin. And I'm glad we got that. Mike
Oh, fries
forgot
are
to mute
done.
his computer.
Go get him.
No, I muted it. I don't know why it's popping through.
But the fact Lex shows up, he just like pulls out kryptonite, and Tom Welling just takes it, chucks it in the field,
Yeah,
and he's
Right.
like, "What?" He's like, "My powers, dude. I gave him up."
Yeah.
which was always a thing in Smallville.
Right.
That was a thing that he could do.
sure. Yeah. So that was cool, and I like that Lex Luthor was like, you're not worth killing.
Yeah, you've taken all the fun out of it.
And never mind.
And then Lois walks out, who is also Kara's mother on Argo City, right? In Supergirl.
Yeah.
Same
Oh,
actress.
really?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was kind of cool. So
I love the fact that forget the fact that they're all different actors and actresses. We
Yeah.
don't care. We're gonna have as much fun as we could possibly.
it was a lot
have.
of fun, man.
And that's the thing. I'm like, I don't understand this anti-monitor crap. I don't
yeah.
understand the villain. I
trying.
don't understand why or what for the
Yeah.
first two episodes.
Right.
And I'm like, they've been building up to it all season on Flash. I don't really care because I'm just here to watch everybody throw a big DC party,
Yes.
wrap their arms around the adoring public and go, it's okay.
Right.
It's okay. Your TV has fun.
Right.
There's fun on the TV. It's angsty angry on the cinema screen, but there's fun on the TV.
Yeah, it's funny. My wife, she sat down. I told her what I was going to watch. She's like, "Oh, I might be interested in this." And then about 5 minutes, she's like, "I have no idea what's going on."
Nope, you well shouldn't.
She pulled
Who's
out
that
Nope,
weird
I don't
talking
know.
guy?
The
Oh, that's a
iPhone.
brainiac. What do you mean a brainiac? I really can't explain it. You
Yeah,
need to
never
read a lot
mind.
more comics to be accepting of this. By the way, I like that guy. I've not seen him. I've not watched any of the recent Supergirls. I'm like, I could watch more of this Brainiac dude.
Yeah. So anyway,
Brainiac,
that's
coming
me.
in 2020.
That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
Garrick, you're next. You're next,
Somebody?
Garrick.
Hey guys.
Hey, guy.
guys,
Hey, guy.
What I'm Dockerizing is I just got a Switch Online account
Oh,
for
Lord.
free from a game I bought.
Playing all that Mega Man 3, are you?
Yeah. Did you hear about this? You hear about this? You know about this?
You hear about this,
You
guys?
know about the Switch? Like, apparently, it's $20 a year if you buy it. I guess you can play online. You get cloud storage, but the best part is you get access to NES and SNES games for free to play on your Switch.
How many?
That's
Like, how wide is the library these days?
It released September of last year,
Mhm.
and back then it was very, very limited. Now they have been adding more since then.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite substantial now.
$20. That's
a year.
Not bad
Yeah.
at all.
Not bad. So like I was trying to compare it to the NES Mini
Yeah.
to see what matched it. I mean, there's some that are on the NES Mini, like Final Fantasy and some of the other third-party games that aren't on there,
Mm-hmm.
but just about everything that's on the NES Mini
Yeah,
is
like
on there.
you got the Konami stuff on it. Got to play some some Contra, some.
No, they don't have that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they have like Double Dragon.
that was
Double
my
Dragon
next one was
2.
Double Dragon. Actually,
Yeah, they got all the Mario's games.
They better have all the
all the Legend of Zelda games, all the Donkey Kong games, and stuff I've never even
I get
heard
my
of.
Double Dragon 2 fix right now.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing through. I played through the first Zelda game. And actually went all the way through it as my daughter watched me. And she's
Why
screaming
did
out.
she deal with that with you?
I don't know. It's a terrible game.
It
and it's
is.
hard,
That
and it
is-
made me sad.
I will
'Cause I
fight to the
couldn't do
death.
it.
The first Zelda game is awful.
The second one's even worse.
But I like the side scrolleriness of it.
No, it's way harder. Like the side scrollers, like the first one I beat probably in a week. And that's playing maybe like an hour a day.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad. The second one, I was like, oh well, I beat that. I'll try the second one. Second one, I don't know what they were doing when they designed that.
Yeah.
They did not have kids in mind.
No,
And
I
that's
remember as a child feeling completely lost and helpless in that game, but I still loved it.
There's like, well, it's the only one I had access to when I was a kid. So I played the crap out of it at my friend's house, and we'd play off and on with each other on the game and see how far we could get. I don't think we ever beat it.
I don't think I did too. I think I got close.
Back then, before the internet, the only way you could get help tips was to call a phone number
Or to
something,
find, like,
or
go out
know
and buy
somebody.
a guide.
Or go buy a guide or a Nintendo Power that had the map or some hints in it. And there's when I'm going back to this game, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta look this up online because I have no idea where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do. This is crazy.
Yeah, like a Zelda game, or I should say, like half of the Zelda games, it just dumps you on your balls to figure it out.
Yeah, because I don't remember any of this crap.
No. Yeah.
But I played through some Metroid, Super Metroid.
I could play me some Super Metroid. I've never
Super
played
Metroid's
Super Metroid
great.
for more than like 5 minutes, so I would like to sink into that.
Love some Super Metroid. Yeah, but it's well worth. If you don't want to pay the like $80 to $90 for an NES Mini, that's what they're going for, I think, online now.
Lord.
Yeah, it's probably good, especially if you like the old school games like I do. And they're always adding more. They just added 2 more NES and 4 more SNES games within this week. I think.
They got Batman: Revenge of the Joker. They got Batman: Adventures of Batman Robin.
No, the SNES library.
How much Batman are we talking?
0 Batman.
Oh.
Yeah, the SNES library is kind of smaller. The NES is quite more substantial.
Robust.
Yeah, much more robust.
Lovely.
Yes.
Rubenesque, if you will.
You can play Chrysalis. Heard of Chrysalis?
It was on the arcade machine that I just hocked to someone else.
You want to play Breath of Fire and Breath of Fire 2? Well, you're in luck.
I don't even remember what Breath
Play
of
that.
Fire is. I really don't.
I don't either. I just saw the picture of it.
They got Hudson's Adventure Island. They got that.
I don't know.
I'm betting no, but who knows? Who knows?
They have Kirby's Dream Course.
They have Kung
That's
Fu.
a classic.
Kirby.
Is
My son
Kung
plays
Fu-
Kirby.
Kung Fu might be on there. I don't
Oh,
know.
man.
Just holding out for some more games. But yeah, every month they add more. It's great.
That's
Check it
cool.
out.
Cool.
It's cheaper than the $60 you pay for PS4 and Xbox memberships.
Heck yeah.
Are they still 60? I don't know.
Probably.
Probably.
They're probably more now. Who knows? Yeah. I've stopped on all that crap. That crap. You hear me? Even though I got a lot of really great games off PS Plus.
Yeah, me too.
Xbox Live, not so much.
I just got Titanfall 2 this month.
Titanfall 2? Oh man, that was like $5 last year on PC.
Got free with
man.
subscription.
I want to play that on. I've had it forever installed on my PC. I have not played it. I played Titanfall 1. But I want to play some Titanfall 2.
I haven't installed it yet.
I've understood it's one of the most underappreciated games ever.
Of all time.
Howie.
Over to you, Howie.
Over to me.
Docker it up.
Well,
Dock your face.
Yes.
I have been.
Yes.
Howie.
Edge of my seat. I'm going to fall
First
off.
of my name.
Well, there's a lot of things I like to bring up, but I'll bring up this one thing. I've been watching The Crown, the third season of The Crown.
They got a new actress for The Crown who plays The Crown, right?
Yep. She plays a part of The Crown. Yep. It talks like the Sorting Hat.
Yeah. For the first two seasons,
and it's Bejeweled.
It was Claire Foy. Is that how you say her name?
Yeah, Claire Foy. Is that John Lithgow was? Chamberlain. No, not Chamberlain.
Yes, he was Wilt Chamberlain. He sexed up so many women.
60,000.
Yep. It was really in poor taste, makeup wise.
160,000.
The sex scenes were enormous.
1 million.
1,000,000.
Not Chamberlain. He did not play Neville Chamberlain.
Not Neville.
No, not Neville.
He played Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill. Oh, man.
Churchill.
I think he did a great job as Winston Churchill, but not quite as good, I think, as Gary Oldman did in his Churchill movie that he did in the last couple of years.
Oh, that's right.
Churchill.
Called Churchill.
The award-winning one?
No.
Yeah, it's called Churchill.
No.
Churchill Returns?
The Churchill.
No, it was called
Churchill 2 Electric Boogaloo.
It was Revenge of the Churchill.
Churchill Forever.
Was it Churchill?
Churchill and
Churchill.
Churchill.
Churchill Hill.
No,
On Churchill.
It was Churchill versus Superman.
Churchill
Over the
begins.
Churchill.
Oh.
Over the Churchill. Is that Over the Top, but with Winston Churchill?
Crisis on
Because I
Infinite
have to
Churchills.
see that movie now.
Why haven't they? Taika Waititi needs to make that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be the only one who could, right? Right, guys?
Right.
Yeah. Am I right?
Absolutely
Right.
sure that's the case.
But I love the way they open this new season because they obviously she's older now, so they have a different actress playing the queen. And the first scene is her looking at the new stamps that are coming out with her face on it. And she's comparing the old to the new. And so they basically addressed it right in your face. Yep, we're going to be different now because we got, we're older.
That's right, Tony. I'm different. Get used to it.
And what's her name is her sister. Yep, there you have it.
Oh, yeah.
Helena
Beatrix.
Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
Helena Bonham.
What?
Mrs. Wackadoo.
Mrs.
guy
Wackadoo.
That makes Batman movies.
I believe you meant to say Ms. Bellatrix Lestrange. What had a love child with Lord Voldemort.
Instead of Matt Smith playing the Duke of Edinburgh,
Gross.
they have Tobias Menzies.
Taking over for Matt Smith, yes.
Yes.
As Prince.
A lot of you might know him from Outlander.
Oh, yeah. Outlander.
Because I'm sure you guys
He's
watched
the guy
that.
with the scar on the face, right?
Yeah, he's the big bad and the not big bad.
You know what I hate about Outlander? You know what I hate about it?
I don't know, but
Lots of
whatever the feature is, it'll be new to me.
Lots of boobies.
There's lots of boobies. No, that's
There's
not
nothing
what I
wrong
hate
with
about it.
that.
What I hate about it is like it's supposed to be, it's serious, right? But they do that trope where the person in the future looks identical to their relative way in the past.
Oh, yeah. The Back to the
I hate
Future
that.
3 trope.
Yeah, right.
I hate that crap. No, they're identical. Like they don't even bother
it's the same
gussing up
actor.
or
They
adding a
don't
beard or
they don't
goatee
even
or
take on
anything.
an oxen.
So if you don't
wear a
know
red mustache.
if you don't
Same
know
accent,
anything
same
about
everything.
Outlander, this chick goes back in time.
Nailed it.
Yep.
And her husband is this British officer now in the time that she went back to.
He's
and
like a
that was
historian.
The same person, the actor plays this person, but he's a complete and total douche.
Yeah, he's a douche
nozzle.
But they didn't bother changing the actor. It's the same exact face, everything. Terrible. I hate that.
But the crown.
Stop it.
The crown.
Stop it, Hollywood.
This was not meant for you.
But the
Garrett.
crown.
The show was not meant for you.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, The Crown. Back to The Crown because it's very good. It's on par with the others, in my opinion.
Really?
Just
I still haven't finished the first ones.
you.
We love them, but they're just so slow
You're
paced.
terrible.
They're
You're
more-
a terrible person.
Yeah, you
No.
are a terrible person.
We love them.
They I don't want to say they're documentary style, but they're not.
They're
meant
not
to be,
trying to play
this is
anything
not-
up. They're
this
not,
is not
trying
action.
to over dramatize
Yeah.
it. They're literally trying to show it
Well,
as accurately
in the
as
most recent episode that I watched, man, it was hitting hard the religious, front of the Duke of Edinburgh.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Prince
it's
Philip?
pretty interesting because it was all like,
Oh, Prince Phil.
yeah, he, is not. He's lost his faith, but it gets turned around.
Interesting. Don't
Yeah.
spoil it for me.
I'm not going to.
I don't want to know if his soul is saved yet. He's still alive in real life.
I don't know if his soul's saved.
Yeah.
You know who
We
else
just don't
is
know.
in that series?
What's-
Clancy Brown as Lyndon B. Johnson.
Oh.
Oh, Clancy
Hello.
Brown of Star Wars fame.
Hello.
Hello.
The Kurgan himself.
Is Bill Burr in
Yes.
Yeah, it's Bill
Mr.
Burr anywhere
Krabby
in the crown.
Pants.
Bill Burr should be in the crown.
that? I agree.
He should just be like some newsboy on the streets, like, sell
There
your
was-
paper for a nickel.
There was some.
Tell your mom hi for me.
There's a great episode with the crown. What's her sister's name? The Princess.
Princess
Margaret.
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 Yeah,
Countess
her
of
and
Snowdon.
was it Lyndon B. Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Lyndon Baines Johnson
Having
of
a-
America. Of the 36th
a
President of the
political-
United States.
She was there to save the UK, and it was quite entertaining.
Did he whip out old Jumbo?
Just about. Just about.
Big Johnson.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is
That was his name for it, was old Jumbo.
I
apostrophe Jumbo.
I've learned so much just watching this because I'm like I don't know a lot of this stuff, and especially from this perspective.
Oh, yeah.
At least as true as the show is, I'm sure there's a lot. You have to take all this stuff with a grain of salt because
They have to embellish it to even write it.
yeah.
But
There was the landslide. I forget now of the place, but after that episode, that one hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was
How
a
he
hard
told me
one.
about that was like the day after, a couple days after you watched it.
Yeah.
We were talking about we were watching how he's like, I watched an episode of The Crown that messed me
Yeah.
up. And I'm like, what?
Well,
Because so far all I've seen are like elephants and arguments at the dinner table.
yeah, it was a tragedy that happened where kids were involved in it. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh, no.
it was a true historical
not good.
event.
Yep. So drink heavily for that one.
Yeah.
And responsibly.
You know, Charles Dance is in that as well.
From Dances
Oh,
with
damn.
Wolves. Wolves.
Woofs.
From the Game of Thrones.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we assume
Tywin
everybody is
Lannister?
from Game of
No,
Thrones.
Tywin
Hey, Eric, do you
Lannister.
know what
British
you know what
actor,
you're
come on.
saying? Do you know what you're saying is not?
What?
It's not news.
We hope you enjoyed this special edition of Fly Casual. If you haven't already, please subscribe and rate us at iTunes, Stitcher, and all your favorite podcast locations. It is important that you rate us so that we can reach more and more people. As always, be sure to check out the show notes at betterkind.com. There are also many, many ways to join in on the conversation. Follow us on Twitter at FlyCasual1138. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/FlyCasualPodcast. We are also now on YouTube, so please take a moment right now to subscribe and ding the bell for updates. We are also now on Discord as well. Lots of opportunities to chime in. Reach out and say hi. Talk to you soon.